Here it comes from the MVG Production Studios on YouTube. It's time once again for our biggest tournament of the year. 10 contestants will battle it out through 7 classic game shows, testing their strategies, knowledge, and luck. In the end, only one person will be able to call themselves champion. Who will it be this year? Find out as we play the 2023 Game Show Marathon. And now, please welcome our hostess, Sunny Scruggs.
Thank you, Kevin. Hello once again, folks, and welcome to Night 5 of the 2023 Game Show Marathon. Our jackpot currently stands at $524,364. Wow, what a jump. We are now down to 5 players remaining, and we begin the first of our two semi-final matches as we deal out the cards and play Card Sharks today on Game Show Marathon.
The road to the crown can be very hard, but it can all change with the turn of a card on Card Sharks. And now, here is the host of Card Sharks, Brandon Scruggs.
Thank you so much, Kevin, and hello, folks. Welcome back to Game Show Marathon here, and welcome to our first of our 2 games here in the semifinal round. Glad you could be with us here. Well, so far through our marathon, we have done quite well for ourselves here, and we're down to 5 contestants remaining. After tonight, we're going to be down to 4. Because somebody's going to be leaving us here on the marathon after we play a little Card Sharks here. Haven't done one of these on the channel in quite some time, at least in this format. You've seen the Big John ones, which if you haven't seen some of the Big John playthrough, check it out on the playlist right there in the corner. Yeah, go ahead. You can look now. Anyway, we have 2 contestants here who are vying for a spot in our final round on Saturday. So let's meet them now. Starting in the red card position there. So far through this marathon, he has amassed a nice total of $20,350. Please welcome back Mr. Neil Sternitsky.
Hello, Brandon.
Welcome back, sir. You have had a day to sort of like mull over what happened to you on the challengers. Are you still shocked that you were able to pick up the win there?
Yeah, I did much better than I thought I was going to there. And hey, sometimes things just fall one way more than the other.
Well, I've always said the thing that I've always appreciated about the challenge is that literally that final challenge, the way it's set up, any person can still win in that case. So it's always fascinating to see how the players handle that. And you handled it quite well. So you're here ready to tackle the cards here. So best of luck to you. And let's say best of luck to your opponent who's playing against you here, who also who's done quite well for himself here on Marathon. He has won himself so far in cash and prizes $192,714. Please welcome back Mr. Justin Ray.
Hello there.
Justin, a exciting game for you yesterday on the Joker's Wild there. You picked up a big win, our first major win of the marathon, I feel.
Yeah, I'm still trying to come down a little bit from that win. It surprised the heck out of me that I got past old Lucy last night. So, Lord. It was good, though.
That's understandable, considering it was as a new test in our new bonus format we're going to be using when we get to our next season of Joker's Wild. Managed to dodge the devil. Do you think you have the luck of the cards on your side tonight, though?
That we're going to have to see. This has not been a very favorable game for me, so it's going to be all in the cards, as they say.
Yeah, and that is definitely the case here tonight. So I wish you the best of luck as well. And I say let's just jump right into it and get to our game of Card Sharks. Gentlemen, as you know, we play a best 2 out of 3 games here. For every time that you win the main game here, you're going to pick up an additional $10,000 added to your marathon winnings. So that's a maximum of $20,000 goes to our winner of our game. And then you will go on to the money cards where you will have a chance to win up to the standard $32,000. However, being this is marathon, I'm going to multiply your winnings in the money cards by 3 tonight. So potentially all just shy of $100,000 up for grabs in our bonus round tonight. Goes to one of you two. Also could help our jackpot out a lot more too, depending on what happens. So we'll see there. Of course, positions were randomly drawn before the show started. Neil will be playing the red cards in this game. Justin will be playing the blue cards. And as always, in our first round, first question goes over to Neil. So Neil, let's get you started off with this one. We asked 100 pregnant women, was this current pregnancy a surprise for you? How many of those women said yes, this current pregnancy was a surprise?
I think that there are at least a few that would be a surprise to them. So I think that's going to be a somewhat mid to high number. I'm going to say 52.
52 out of 100 of them said that this pregnancy was going to be a surprise. Justin, higher or lower than 52?
You know, most time pregnancies are a surprise, no matter if it's the second, third, fourth, or God love them, they get to the fifth or the sixth. So I'm going to say it's a little bit higher.
I'm going to say even higher than that. Well, if the answer is higher, you'll be playing your cards first. If not, Neil will be playing his. The actual number of pregnant women who said that this current pregnancy of theirs was a surprise is 48. It's not higher.
Oh.
All right, so Neil, that means you win the question. You get control of the cards first. Remember that because you won the question, you have the right to change your base card at any point in time here when you win the question. And we'll start you off in this first round of Card Sharks with a 10.
All right. I think I'll keep it, and I'm going to go lower.
All right, going to keep it lower than a 10. Oh, no, it's a jack there. Sorry, you lose that base card there. Justin, a free chance to play your base card. We start you off with a 4.
Okay, I can work with that. Higher.
Going to go higher than a 4. It's a 7.
Yeah, freeze.
Freeze it right there. Okay. So Justin taking a 1-card advantage after our first question here. Let's go on to question number 2 now. This one goes to Justin. Justin, we asked 100 marriage counselors, if a couple signs a prenuptial agreement, are they more likely to have a divorce? How many of those 100 marriage counselors said yes, if a couple does sign a prenuptial agreement, they're more likely to have a divorce?
I'll agree with that because most time in society, all you hear is prenup, prenup, prenup. So I'm going to say 60.
All right, 60 out of 100. Those marriage counselors said that they're more likely to have a divorce. Neil, higher or lower than 60?
While I agree with Justin's reasoning here, I think the number is going to be a little higher.
I say even higher than that. I can definitely see where the logic comes in there, but it depends on what the marriage counselor says. So let's find out, shall we? The actual number of marriage counselors that say if a couple signs a prenuptial agreement, they are more likely to divorce is 28. It's not higher.
Wow.
Again, I'm surprised on that one, honestly. So, all right. So, Justin, you got control of the cards here, and you've got that 7. What would you like to do?
Oh, change it, please.
I am not surprised about that. That 7 goes away. In its place, we find a queen.
All right. Good card. Good card. Lower.
Well, lower than the queen. Oh, no. Another queen.
Oh.
Pairs do not care in this game, unfortunately. There, so sorry, Justin. We lose that card, and it gives Neil a free chance to play off the 10.
All right, I'm gonna go lower.
Lower than the 10. Oh no! Another 10 for you. Oof. Who put all these pears in the fruit basket here today? Jesus. All right. Well, we got to put those away there. So we'll go on to question number 3 now. This one goes back to you, Neil. Neil, we asked 100 women who are professional truck drivers, and we asked them, when you drive by a good-looking man, do you whistle at him? How many of those 100 women said they do whistle at a good-looking man, when you drive by them?
Interesting question here. I'd like to think that's a fairly low number. So I'm going to say it's going to be about 26.
26 out of 100 of them say they do whistle at a good-looking man as they drive by them. Justin, higher or lower than 26?
Well, being an ex-truck driver, it's my understanding that a lot of women out there on the road wouldn't hesitate a bit, married or not. So I'm going to say higher.
All right, you're going to say you see higher than that. Well, being that my announcer, Kevin, actually is a truck driver for a living, Kevin,
Yes.
I'd like to hear your thoughts on this question before we show the answer.
My thought on this, honestly, is 18 years I've been in the field, and while there are some women who do that, I'm sure, I would say it's more of a stereotype than not.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Neil's in the ballpark, personally, but I would be happy to be surprised. I've worked with a lot of women. They are very tough, independent, can hold their own, so they're not exactly... If you want to beep this word out, go ahead. The horn dogs that a lot of people think they are.
Fair enough. All right, so let's see what the survey said. The actual number of women truck drivers who will whistle at a good-looking man when they drive by him is 41. It is higher.
I didn't think it'd be that high at all. That's a pretty good number.
Yeah, 4 out of 10 would there. So, all right. So, Justin, you've got control of the card, sir. You've got that queen.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to go lower.
All right, keeping the queen, going lower than the queen. Oh, no, another queen again. Yikes.
I want to talk with your card shuffler, sir.
They are randomly shuffled and sealed before the show went on air. We have no idea what order the cards are in or anything of that nature. That's an unfortunate draw.
I'm kidding.
I just want to put that disclaimer out there now. For the sake of standards and practices, because I know they'll be breathing down my neck on this one. I can tell already.
Goodness gracious!
But nonetheless, Neil,
queens,
a free chance for you with your 10.
I gotta go lower.
Come on, hopefully this time better. Lower than the 10. Oh no, it's a queen for you. Ouch. So you lose that card here, and we're already at our 4th and final question of this first round here. Someone must win on the play of the cards here, and the question in this one goes to you, Justin. Justin, we asked 100 married men, if you and your wife kept a parrot, and one day he said, "I love you, Big Al," would you be suspicious? How many of those 100 married men said they would be suspicious of their wife if their parrot randomly said, "I love you, Big Al"?
Oh, this question is too funny. Personally, I would be suspicious. Who knows? The bird could have heard it on TV, anything. But to keep things going, I'm going to shoot it right in the middle and say 50.
50 out of 100 men say they would be very suspicious of their wife and that parrot. Neil, higher or lower than 50?
I gotta go higher on this one.
I'm going to say higher than that. All right, for the all-important control of the cards here, the actual number of married men who would say they would be suspicious of their wife if their random parrot one day said, "I love you, Big Al," is 70. It is higher. I just want to know who this Big Al person is first off. before we even get any deeper into this conversation. But that's a story for another time at this point. And Neil, you have a very big decision on hand here for you, sir. You have a 10. You can change your card and play it, and you need 4 cards in a row, right, in order to win game number 1. Justin has a queen. He only needs 3 cards to win. So the option is yours. Would you like to play it, or would you like to pass it?
I gotta pass it.
Gonna pass it. All right, Justin, over to you with the queen. You need all 3 cards to win game 1. Make 1 mistake, Neil wins game 1. So good luck to you. Call it from the queen.
All right. Well, at least we know all the queens have been exhausted, so I'm going to try lower.
Come on, lower than the queen. It's a 5.
Okay. Higher.
Come on, higher than a 5. Oh, no, it's a 2, and Neil gets game number 1. Very nice, sir. Well done to you, Neil. You could pick up game number 1 and a quick $10,000 just for you right there. Neil's got game 1. Justin's going to have to try to fight back when we go to game 2, and that'll happen after we pause for a quick cause for these commercial messages. Stick around. More Card Sharks coming your way here on Game Show Marathon. Welcome back to Card Sharks here on Game Show Marathon. Neil is in the lead currently right now with picking up the first game there. He's got $10,000 already. Justin's going to try to come back in this second round here to see if he can tie up the match. And Justin, this first question is going to go to you, sir. Justin, we asked 100 actors and actresses in Hollywood. And we asked them, have you ever had to be nice to someone you didn't like in order to get a job? How many of those 100 actors and actresses said, yes, they've had to be nice to someone they didn't like in order to get a job?
Well, I'm sure that's happened on countless occasions. I'm going to say 55.
55 out of 100 said they've had to be nice to someone just in order to get a job there. Neil, higher or lower than 55?
I think it's going to be higher than that.
I'm going to say higher than that. So you think a lot of people are just fake smiling to keep their jobs. We'll see here. The actual number of actors and actresses that have had to be nice to someone that they didn't like in order to score a job is 53. Is not higher, just slightly lower on that one.
Ooh, close.
Very good. Very good guess there, Justin. Almost got it right on the head there. So you can control the cards first, and we're going to start you off with your base card this time of an 8.
Oh, yuck. Get rid of that snowman.
All right, changing that 8, and in its place we shall find a 3.
Much, much better. Higher, please.
Come on, higher than a 3. It's a 5.
Slightly better. I'll go higher again.
Come on, higher than a 5. Oh, no, it's a 4. You're losing those 2
my
cards
God.
there.
Lightning strikes me again with the downward. Oh.
Yeah, tough break there, Neil. That means you get a free chance to play with your base card, a jack.
All right, let's go lower.
Lower than the jack. It's a 7.
Gotta freeze.
Gonna freeze there. All right. So Neil with the 1 card advantage here in game number 2. And question number 2 is going to go to you, Neil. Neil, we asked 100 people who have been divorced 7 times or more. We asked 100 people who have been divorced 7 times or more. First off, why are you marrying the first 6? Second of all, ouch. But nonetheless, we asked 100 people who have been divorced 7 times or more. And we asked them, honestly, are you a difficult person to live with? How many of those people admit, yes, they are a difficult person to live with?
Interesting question here. Well, I think that a lot of them probably are. I think only a few of them are going to actually admit that. So I think it's going to be a lower number. I'm going to say about 31.
31 out of 100 of them said that they are actually a difficult person to live with. Justin, higher or lower than 31?
I might be extremely surprised to find this. As Neil said, they would be willing to admit it. So I'm going to say a little bit lower than that.
You're going to say a little bit lower. All right. Well, let's see. The actual number of people who've been divorced 7 times or more say that they are actually a difficult person to live with is 47. It is not lower.
Ah,
All right, Neil, you've got control of the cards here, and you've got that 7. How you want to play it?
Goodbye.
Say goodbye to the 7 and say hello to a 2.
Thank you. Higher, please.
Higher than the deuce. It's a 3.
Higher.
Hang on, higher than a 3. Oh no, another 3. Cost you both those cards there. Justin breathes a sigh of relief and gets to play off of his 3.
higher.
Higher than the 3. It's a 6.
Audience, let's hear from you. What do y'all think?
If you ain't confident, freeze. If you are, I say higher.
I'm thinking
I'll go higher.
freeze.
I'll go higher.
I'll try it. I'll go higher.
Risking the 6. Higher than a 6. It's a jack.
Okay. I've got a 1 card advantage now. I will freeze right there.
All right, gonna freeze right there on that one. Okay. Moving on now to question number 3. This one goes back to you, Justin. We asked 100 single women, Justin, when a man buys you an expensive gift, does it make you more willing to put out for lovemaking? How many of those 100 single women said yes, when a man buys them expensive gifts, it does make them more willing to put out for lovemaking?
Oh boy. You sure know how to pick the questions on this show tonight.
Oh, I made sure these were some good ones tonight.
Indeed you have. Sure, here's a Corvette for you, sweetheart. Let's see how good you give it to me tonight. Willingly admitting that, though, I'm gonna say around 35.
35 out of 100 of them said they are more willing to put out if their man buys very expensive gifts for them. Neil, higher or lower than 35?
First of all, I'm going to second everything Justin said about you picking questions.
Thank you. You're welcome. I knew you'd enjoy this one.
Yeah. But I think the ones that are going to admit it, it's going to be lower than that.
I say even lower than that. Well, let's find out, shall we? The actual number of women who are more willing to put out if their man buys an expensive gift for them is 27. It is lower. Okay, so it proves my thought theory on that is the fact that women cannot be bought, and that's a solid message to stick behind in that case. So, Neil, you're back in control, and you've got the deuce.
Got to go higher.
Going on higher than the deuce. It's an 8.
Oh, man. I got to freeze.
Gonna freeze right there. All right. Both players needing 2 cards to complete this round, and there's only 1 question left, so someone must win on this play of the cards, and it goes to you, Neil. Right. Neil, we asked 100 mailmen on this question. Be honest. Do you even know your own zip code? How many of those 100 mailmen said they do actually know their own zip code?
Well, I'd like to think that most of them would. So I think this is going to be a pretty high number. I'm going to say 70.
70 out of those 100 men said they do know their own zip code. Justin, higher or lower than 70?
I'm going to go a little bit lower than that.
I'm say
It probably won't be much more, but I'm going to go with lower.
I'm going to say lower than that. All right. The actual number of mailmen that said they do know what their own zip code is 99 of them do.
Good Lord.
I just want the one new mailman, the one mailman that didn't know probably just started there and moved to the area, more than likely. But yeah, most mailmen know where they live, or at least the zip codes, because they look at it like over probably 1,000 times a day, I would think. But that's just how I see it. Neil, for you in this case, decision time is yours once again. You have the 8. You need 2 cards. Justin has a jack. He also needs 2 cards. The option is yours. Play or to pass.
I think I'm going to play it, and I'm going to change that 8.
All right, you're going to play, and you're going to change that 8. Let's see if it's a good change for you. Change that 8 out, and its place we shall find a king.
There we go. Lower, please.
Oh, lower than a king. Oh, no, it's an ace, and Justin ties up the match.
Now you know how I felt earlier.
Oh,
With the
these cards
surprise
are
one out.
brutal tonight. They are brutal here for our 2 players here. So we are all tied up. 1 game apiece. Both players have scored $10,000. Somebody's going to get a shot at the money cards, and we're going to go to sudden death. But that'll be on the other side of the commercial break. Stick around for the exciting conclusion to Card Shark right here on Gameshow Marathon. Right after this. Back here on Card Shark here with our 2 players here. Both have won a game. Each have $10,000 to their credit now. And it's now time for sudden death. And our one survey question only will decide who is going to be moving on in our tournament and who's going to be going home here. So the question in this case goes to you, Neil. And Neil, we asked, and here it is. Neil, we asked 100 men, right now, are you wearing something under your clothes that makes your figure look better than it is? How many of those 100 men said yes, they are wearing something underneath their clothes that makes their figure look better than it actually is?
I'd like to think the men in the survey that would actually admit that would be a lower number. So that's what I'm going to go with here. I'm going to say 30.
30 out of 100 of them said they're wearing something that actually helps their figure. Justin, higher or lower than 30?
Yeah. I, particularly here in my state, don't see that happening very often. So, whether to go higher on this or not, as Neil said, openly admitting that and being okay with it, I'll try higher.
You're going to say even higher than that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good luck to you both. The actual number of men who were wearing something under their clothes right at the time we asked them that made their figure look better than it was is 14. It is not higher. It is lower. All right, Neil. Here's how the sudden death works. I'm going to turn over the base card for each player, and then it's simply up to you to decide if you want to play it or pass. Whoever controls the cards, you must run through both cards and clear your board in order to win. One mistake, and your opponent will move on to the finals here. So, we'll start by revealing Justin's base card first. He has a king. Neil, you have a 9. Now remember, Neil, also, if you decide to play it, you can change your base card. So, the option is yours, sir. You want to play it, or do you want to pass?
I think I'm going to play it and change the card.
Okay, you're going to take fate into your own hands. Okay. And you're going to say you're going to change that 9, so we'll change it out. And in this place, we shall find an 8 up the middle.
Great.
All right, tough call here, Neil. Both cards move you on to the finals. If you mess up, Justin is moving on.
Well, it wouldn't be a compelling show without some drama here. I'm going to go lower.
All right, lower than the 8. It's a 5.
Higher, please.
Higher for the game and the match and the move on the finals. It's a jack. He wins. Congratulations, Neil. You are moving on to the finals of Game Show Marathon. Justin, fortunately, you played very valiantly there, sir. I simply have to ask you, did you have a good time with us?
Yes, I did. I am not disappointed this year. I mean, I grew your jackpot for you, and it's nearly 200 grand, so I'm not sad about this.
Yeah, and it's hard to be in this case. Well, two things here. First off, you did pick up one win, so that's 10,000 more. And plus, for making it into the semifinals of our tournament, you're picking up another guaranteed $25,000. So you leave us here today on Card Sharks with an additional $35,000 added to your till, which means you'll exit the tournament with a grand total, sir. And this isn't bad for 3 games of $227,714.
I will take that and smile about it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There is nothing to be mad at there for that for sure there. But glad that you enjoyed your time here. And we look forward to having you back, hopefully maybe next year. And maybe you can become a 2-time champion. We'll see.
Yeah, we definitely will. Thanks for everything, Brandon.
No problem. Give it up for Justin Ray, folks. And Neil Sternitsky, if I can make a Yu-Gi-Oh reference for 2 seconds, the heart of the cards was definitely with you tonight, sir.
I'd say yeah to that.
Yeah, you did. Well, $20,000 so far is what you've won. Wait, would you like to try to make it 100,000 total for Card Sharks here?
If there's anything I learned from my late father, it's never say no to free money.
Well, your father was a good man. Let's go ahead and play the money cards. All right, money card time for you, sir. This is how it works. As you know, we begin on the bottom row. We'll give you $200 of brand new betting money. You work your way across the bottom row there till you get to the second row. We'll give you an additional $400 and 3 more cards to bet with. Minimum bets are $50 for each card until you get to the big bet card, where at that point you must risk at least half your winnings. If at any point you get stuck along the way, you can deal out one of the 3 extra cards that we'll have on the side of the board there. If you can do a perfect double all the way to the top of the board, it's $32,000. However, remember, being this is Game Show Marathon, whatever you win in this round, we're multiplying those winnings by 3. So potentially, if you can do a perfect run to the top, I will not only give you the $96,000 you win, I will throw in an additional $4,000 on top of it for a grand total of $100,000.
No pressure at all.
Yeah, no pressure. Just be perfect, and you'll have earned it. But nonetheless, are you ready to go?
Let's do it.
All right. Best of luck to you, my friend. Let's deal out those cards. And here's $200 for you. Good luck. I hope the odds are ever in your favor here. Let's see. We'll start off with your base card of a jack.
All right. I like that card. Let's do 150 lower.
All right. $150 lower than the jack. It's an 8. You got it. And just for the record, thank you for that bid. Makes me so happy.
You're welcome.
You got about $350.
All right. Let's change that with number 3.
All right, changing with card number 3. All right. Take that 8 away, and in its place we shall find a 9. Not much better, but it is an improvement.
No. True. All right. Let's do $50 lower.
All right, $50. Come on, lower than a 9. It's a 4. Up to 400 now.
400. What's my lucky number? I like that. Let's do the old tree fitty and go higher.
All right, $350. Higher than a 4. It's a 5. Very nice. $750 is what you got. We'll move that 5 up to the next row. Give you additional $400 there. It gives you $1,150 now and a 5.
All right. Let's do $500 and go higher.
All right, $500. Higher than a 5. Oh, no, it's a 4 there. Cost you that. Drops you back down to $650.
Let's do $350 higher.
All right, $350. Higher than a 4. It's a 6. Got it right back. You got $1,000.
All right. It's time to change that card. Let's go with number 2.
All right, changing it with number 2. In place of the 6, we shall find a 10.
All right. It's a little better. Let's do $250 lower.
$250 lower than a 10. Oh no, it's another 10. So no win, no loss there. Pushes do not cost you any money. So we'll move that 10 on up to the big bet now. You got $1,000, sir. Do you want to change it?
We might as well.
All right. Last card you can change with there. And place of the 10, we shall find a jack.
All right.
Got $1,000, so you must risk at least $500 on this.
Let's do $750 lower.
All right. Big bet here for $1,750. Let's see a good card here. Come on. Lower than the jack. It's a 9. He's got it. Very nice, sir. $1,750. We'll multiply those winnings by 3 here, which gives you a grand total now for this bonus round of $5,250. And when we add that money to what you've won so far here on our show, this gives you a grand total so far now for the marathon of $45,600. And more importantly, now you are one step away from being crowned Game Show Marathon champion. How you feeling right now?
I was thinking about that, preparing for this today. And I've got a real shot at it now.
Yep, you definitely do. You've got a shot, and we're gonna see how well it works out for you. It's our brand new game here and our brand new finale game here for Marathon. So we will see you then. And folks at home, I hope we'll see you too then, because it's going to be an exciting conclusion. We still got tomorrow to get through as the whammies are coming. The whammies are coming. Run for your lives. The whammies are coming tomorrow as we play Whammy, the all-new Pressure Luck with our other 3 semifinalists.
Come on, Whammy. Come on, Whammy.
No, stay away, Whammy. I don't want you. I don't need you. Well, I have to have you by contractual applications. But we ain't talking about that right now. What we are talking about is thanking you for your support here on the channel and your continued support here for Marathon and all the projects we do, because we couldn't do this without you guys at home. So again, thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you like this series, want to see any of the previous marathons we've done in the past, check them out on the playlist that we have here on the channel. And if you don't want to miss a single minute of all the action this week, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. And until we see you tomorrow for night number 6 of the 2023 Game Show Marathon, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thank you so much for watching again, and we'll see you tomorrow, folks.
This is Kevin Henry speaking for Game Show Marathon, a presentation of MVG Productions.